Today we've been given a free rider Mayfair scooter to repair. A customer saying it's not driving at all. So we've taken it away to the workshop. We switch it on and we have a look at the status light. If it's flashing, if there was a problem, that status light will flash. Let's see what happens when we press it. Nothing. I can't even hear the motor spinning. It says it's reversing. You hear the reversing tone there when you're reversing. So I know the control box is getting an input signal from the wig-wag lever telling the motor to go, but it's not reversing. Maybe a problem with the electric brake. I did speak to the customer. It was driving fine, then this all of a sudden stopped to drive. So I'm just kind of wondering if there maybe be a sticky electric brake or not. But the only way to find out is to dismantle, take the seat off, take the body panel off, and to dismantle it. Now the easiest way to dismantle the free rider scooters, they all are the same, is to take the seat off at 90 degrees to the scooter. If you lift this lever to lift the seat off, you'll not lift it off. So lift the lever, spin it at 90 degrees, lift it again, and that's it. Seat will come off, no problem whatsoever. We'll lift off the body panel. It's held on with Velcro, and then because it's got lights on here, we've got the wire to disconnect. And that's us disconnected it. We've got access to the batteries, the motor, the electric brake. Right, now we've taken the body panel off, we can see the motor brushes in here, electric brake here. I put it in drive. As I say, it could have a sticky brake. So the easiest way to find out if it's a sticky brake, two things you can actually do is you can take the wheel off, undo the bolt, take the wheel off, undo the 3 screws holding the electric brake on, and then turn it upside down and have a look inside the brake to see if the disc is moving when power is applied. But there's another way I can do this, is now it's in drive, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press the forward button and see if I can physically push the scooter. So if I can push the scooter when it's in drive, I know for a fact the disc has released itself. So let me click. So I can actually physically push the scooter backwards and forwards once it's applied. And as you can see, I think it is driving. It's trying to drive anyway, but being very jerky. It's odd because we're not getting a flash code telling us there's a problem with the motor. The motor is now suddenly, since I started, oh, it's jerking away. So I reckon the electric brake is working. It's releasing because I just pushed it there. And as I was pushing it, the motor was I was kind of turning the motor as well as I was pushing it. And the brush unit are then hitting different parts of the commutator, which is inside the motor. So what we'll do is we'll take one of the brushes out and just have a look at the condition of one of the brushes. There's a brush there. Not that bad. It's not worn. There's a wear mark down there, but usually you replace them around about here. It's a 43 7x11mm. It's wearing well in the middle, so there's no issue with the the motor commutator being out of line. Let me just gain access to the other side. Okay, this one is stuck away in here, so there may be a broken spring causing a proper connection. It doesn't seem to want to come out, so I need to get a different, smaller screwdriver. Oh aye, now if you have a look at the, there you go, that's the problem. If you can see that, the spring is completely burnt out, and you can see all the pitting on here as well. So most likely it's jammed in there. I need to give that a good clean inside there, blow all the carbon out of there, put a new set of brushes in it and take it for a test drive, and we'll see how we go from there. Okay, now that I've taken the brushing out and I'm going to put a new set of brushes in. I'll first of all have a wee look inside the commutator inside here, inside the guide for the brush unit, to see the condition of the commutator, and I can see this is definitely a wee bit dirty there. It's not this golden colour it should be, it's kind of dark in colour. First of all I'll blow her out with the air compressor with a that blows all the carbon out. So what I'm also going to do, I need to clean the commutator inside here. So I've got a glass fibre pencil here. I wouldn't touch up my finger because it's lots of bits of fibre, and with that I clean the commutator inside the motor. The easiest way for me to do that is actually to put 24 volts across the electromagnetic brake. That will disengage the brake, and then I'll be able to push it backwards and forwards. So I'm just going to get that sorted and put 24 volts across there. Now put 24 volts across the electric brake. It's disengaged. I can move the wheel backwards and forwards, and the commutator is spinning around as I'm moving the scooter backwards and forwards. So I'm going to stick my glass fibre pen in, and I can feel it rubbing up and down as I'm spinning it. It's cleaning the commutator inside, and all the dirt's going onto my fibre pencil here. I will blow it out again once I'm done. I'll do this a few times, and what I'll do is I'll give it a quick blowout. Have a wee look inside with the torch to see, and that's definitely made a difference. Let me just check. Oh aye. So I'm happy with that. So let's set a new set of brushes here. They're all 43s as well. They're going nice and easy. They're not tight at all. Oh, that's not a screwdriver. There we go. Now, it should go in nice and easily. If it's not, unscrew it again. You don't want to jam it and break the brush end cap. Okay. Number 2. Now this is the one that burst. I'm just checking the... Oh. That says moving. Let me switch it off. Power's taken off. Yeah, the scooter's going to drive away from me there. That's that brush in there. End cap again, put on very gently. Don't force it, otherwise you'll end up snapping it. That's it in. That's this now. Put the brushes in, put the battery back in its place here. Brushes are in, new brushes, commutator cleaned. I'll switch it on. You can see the disc releasing there, and it's spinning away quite freely. Let me take it off so you can see the brake coming on. Okay, so what I will now do is I'll leave it spinning for about 10-15 minutes so the brushes can bed in, then take it for a test drive and see how we get on from there. I'll also again take that far away brush unit out again just to double check there's no too much heat coming from it. If everything seems to be going okay, in about 20-25 minutes the customer will get it back.